So 1-4 is about literal equations. Uh-oh, I did that in the wrong class period, so let's see where that's at. So literal equations, at the top of that paper, we have a blank, and we're going to put equations with multiple variables. So instead of us getting answers, like numeric answers, we're just going to have an answer that's going to have variables in it. And a lot of times, literal equations is going to have equations that, like, you would see, like, real-world application for a little bit more easily, like area. That's a really, because area is length times width. So it's kind of about how you can manipulate an equation to solve for multiple different things, not just the thing it's set equal to. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first two examples. So this first one here, this is just a normal equation. How do I solve it? So we get 2x equals 18. From there, what do we do? So we get x equals, there we go, that's our answer. All right, now, the equation next to it is a literal equation that is set up the exact same way. It's just we don't have the numbers in there, okay? So we're going to solve that equation for x just like we did the last one. So what do I need to do first? Add b. So I get ax is equal to b plus c. We only do bc if we multiply. And then I have to get x by itself. So what do I need to do? By. So we get x is equal to b plus c divided by a. So essentially we're doing the exact same thing we've been doing, except we're not worrying about the arithmetic and the simplification and all of that in it. So we're going to go ahead and do a few of these here. So let's go ahead and look at number 1. Okay, so for 1, we're going to solve this for w. So we have a is equal to L times W. How do I get W by itself? Divide by L. So we get A divided by L equals W. And then we're going to go ahead and go through the odds. So let's look at 3. This is supposed to be solved for M. So that's what we're looking at. How do I solve that for M? Multiply both sides by what? So we get D times V equals M. And then we're going to look at 5. So for 5, we are solving for C. So how do I get C by itself? Plus S. So we have M plus S equals C. All right. Now, I want you all to go ahead and do 2 and 4. Do not worry about 6. All right, what did y'all get for 2? A over B equals H. Okay, for 3, what did y'all get for L? We divided it both by W and H, so we get A divided by WH equals L. All right, now we're gonna look at the multi-step problems. Same idea, we're just gonna have a couple more steps. So in number 7, we are going to solve for h. So first things first, we want to get rid of our fraction. How do I get rid of any fraction? Multiply it by the reciprocal. What's the reciprocal? Or just 2. So we get 2a equals bh. Now what do I do to solve that for h? Divide by b. So we get 2a over b equals h. I want y'all to do 8. So what's the answer for 8? 3b over h equals b. All right, now let's look at 9. So for number 9, all right, what do I need to do first? So we have m times v squared divided by 2. So before I can deal with this part, the numerator, what do I need to get rid of? So how do I do that? So before we can deal with the numerator of a fraction, we have to get rid of the denominator of that fraction. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. So we get 2k equals m times v squared. Now I'm solving for m. So I have m times v squared, so how do I undo that? Divide both sides by v squared. So we get 2k divided by v squared equals m. And then we're going to look at 10 together as well. Okay, for 10, we are trying to solve for b. So before I can deal with the numerator, I have to get rid of the denominator. So how do I get rid of the denominator? So multiply both sides by. So we get AD equals B plus C. Now what? So we get AD minus C equals B. Now we're going to look at 11. So for 11, we are trying to solve for W. So before I can get to the W, what term do I need to get rid of? The 2 and the 2L. So what do I need to move first? 2L. How do I move the 2L? So we have P minus 2L equals 2W. Now what do I do? Divide by 2. So we have P minus 2L divided by 2 equals W. Y'all go ahead and do 12 for me. Solve for Y. What did y'all get for y?
Y equals c minus ax over b.
Perfect. All right, 13. Okay, to solve this for x, what do I need to do first? So we get y minus b equals mx. Then what? What do I need to do to both sides? 5. So we have y minus b over m equals x. Y'all go ahead and do 14. What? Oh, I'll give y'all a second. What'd y'all get for 14? All right, let's look at 15 and 16 together. So for 15, okay, we have a couple options for solving it. So I can either distribute that fraction or get rid of it. What would y'all rather do? Get rid of it. To get rid of a fraction, I have to multiply by the, what is the reciprocal of 5/9? So we're going to multiply both sides by 9/5. So we do that, we get 9/5 c is equal to f minus 32. Then what? Plus 32. So we have 9/5 c plus 32 equals f. And we can use that same strategy if we're solving for something and we need to get rid of a fraction instead of distributing it. We can move it to the other side if we need to. All right, now for 16, same idea. Do y'all want to distribute that fraction or get rid of it?
Wait, can you go back to the last?
Oh, yep, sorry. So for 16, do we want to distribute that fraction or get rid of it? Get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? Well, we don't multiply by 2h. So we just multiply by the 2 over 1, which is just 2. Okay, so we have 2a is equal to h times b1 plus b2. Now, we can either distribute the h or get rid of it. How do I get rid of something that's being multiplied? Divide. So I would need to do what to both sides? Divide by h. So we get 2a over h equals b1 plus b2. Then what do we do? Subtract b2. So we get 2a over h minus b2 equals b1. All right, so we're done with 1.4. So we can go ahead and put our notes up. Okay, there. Yes, I can. All right, but we're gonna talk about a couple things first, okay? So we're going to go over a couple commonly missed questions from our assignments for the last couple days, okay? So I want us all to look. We're going to look up here as soon as, did you get this problem? All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at a couple commonly missed questions. Okay, so I'm going to start with the most common missed question from the ratios and proportions assignment. Okay, it was question C, where it had 3 over x minus 6 is equal to 2 over 3x minus 4. So what do I need to do to solve this question? Cross multiply. So when I do that, what do I need to write?
3 times 3 minus 4 equals 2.
Perfect. From there, what do I do? Distribute. So first we cross and multiply across, and then we distribute. So 3 times 3x gives us 3. Yep. Now, how do I solve that? I can subtract 2x on both sides, and I get 7x minus 12 equals negative 12. From there, what do I do? And so we get 7x equals what? 0. From there, what do I do? Divide by 7 on both sides, and we get x equals. So that would be our solution. So I honestly think what happened was we got to this step right here and went, oh, well, that cancels. The answer is just 7. I think we just didn't finish out the problem, okay? Or we get here and go, oh, we can't do that because we forget x equals 0 is a solution. We forget that's an option for an answer. So this problem that happened in this one and the other one is just that we didn't finish out the full problem. We kind of stop halfway and go, oh, that's the answer, we're done. So finish out and completely solve the problem to make sure you don't make that judgment error, okay? Now, the problem from the maze that caused the most problems was the second question, which was 4 times 6x plus 1 is equal to negative 2 times 2x plus 5. So what do I do first here? Distribute. So what is 4 times 6? 24x. What is 4 times 1? Okay. What for the other side, what should I write? Minus 10, yep. Now, what do I do?
Add 4x.
So we have 28x plus 4 equals negative 10. Now what? So we get 28x equals negative 14. Now, from here, a lot of people...
Please start the interruption. We need all band members to please support the band room at this time. All band members please support the band room at this time. Thank you.
All right, from this point, we had several people that just went, oh, the answer is x equals negative 2. Is that true? What do I need to do to find the actual answer here? Divide both sides by 28. So we get x is equal to negative 14 over 28. What is the biggest number that can go into both 14 and 28? Oh, 2 can go in, 4 can go, or 2 can go in, 7 can go in, and 14 can go in. But if you look at it and see 7, because that's the most common answer, how many times does 7 go into 14? So we have negative 2. How many times does 7 go into 28? Can I simplify 2 over 4? To 1/2. X is equal to negative 1/2. I think what happened was when we got to this step right here, we divided the opposite way. And it's where the negative 2 came from. But I want y'all to be sure y'all are showing the step of dividing And remember, if your fraction is smaller on the top, it's going to stay in a fraction. Because it's going to be. So your calculators, like these calculators that are over there that y'all can use them to simplify fractions. Y'all can use them to multiply fractions, add fractions, divide fractions, all by clicking the little green button and the button right next to it. That'll take care of that, okay? And again, I think this is just a case of the people that missed it. I think we just didn't follow through the full problem. We stopped when we thought we saw the answer instead of solving the answer. Does that make sense? So I just want y'all to be very careful to make sure you finish out the problem so you don't make little mistakes. Because all of you are capable of solving harder problems than that. We just got to make sure we don't let our brain trick us, okay? Now, like I said, we have a quiz on Monday, okay? It's on 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4, okay? So basically, it's on solving equations and the real numbers. The quiz in total has 10 questions. Now, the first 5 questions are solely about saying what kind of number it is. Is it real? Is it rational? Is it irrational? Is it an integer? Is it whole? Is it natural? That's all that first section is. So the real quiz is only 5 actual questions that you have to do math on. The first 5 are like these up here. So I want us to look at these real quick. So you will have a column, or you will have a little table. It'll look like this. With each of those like having a little line. And the directions say put a check by each group of numbers that the number's in. So 72, is 72 real? Yeah, it's a real number. Is 72 an irrational number? So I'm not going to worry about that. Is it a rational number? Is it an integer? Is it whole? Is it natural? Okay, negative 13, is that real? Is it irrational? Is it rational? Is it an integer? Is it whole? Is it natural? Okay, pi. Is pi real? Pi is real, but is it irrational? Yeah, because it goes on forever. So if it is irrational, it's not going to be any of these things. Because can an irrational number be rational? No. An irrational number won't be an integer. It won't be whole, and it won't be natural. Okay, 1/2, is that real? 1/2 is real. Okay, is 1/2 irrational? No. Is 1/2 rational? Now, is 1/2 an integer? What about whole? What about natural? Okay, is 0 real? Is 0 irrational? No. Is 0 rational? Is 0 an integer? 0 is an integer. Is it whole? Yeah. Is it natural? No. Okay, so for that first section, that's all you're doing. Is that like having to do real math? No, that's just us knowing the number systems. So you need to make sure you know those number systems we dealt with at the very beginning, okay? So that is that first section. Then after that, you will have at least one multi-step equation, at least one proportion, at least one literal equation like we did today, at least one substitution question like we did also, I think, on the first day or so. Yeah. Somewhere in here. Oh, right. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. But that's the 4 things that will for sure be on there. Okay. And then your number system questions. Then the 5th question can be one of any of those. So 10 questions in total, 5 number systems questions. So you just have to figure out which ones it is and just do checks just like we did. And then 5 equation questions. Okay. That is on Monday. So make sure you're prepared for that. Okay. But yeah.